After completing the initial stage, which is the prospect information screen, this is where you're going to go next, which is the loan modification worksheet. Here is where you're going to create a plan for the client. It's going to transfer all the information that you collected from part one. Again, if there's any changes that need to be made, you can also make them here. So for example, let's say social security number, we can do that. Or if we want to add another co-borrower, we can do that as well. And all we have to do is highlight, and it'll open up the fields for us automatically. Right now we're just going to put none. Here it's going to transfer the bank information, and this is what we're going to modify, which I will go back to later on. Special requirements the bank needs. Any NODs, sale dates, it will be red, just to warn you. If there's a second mortgage, we can add it here, or it'll transfer here if we did have a second mortgage. And if we want to add, we just pretty much do the drop down field. Here is where the hardship is. It's going to transfer it here, and once you create a proposal for the client, you can actually put a summary here how it will benefit the client. Property information. If we want to put comparables into the system, here are the listings. We can show them. Value, street address, city, zip code. Sales, value, address, city, zip code again. The compass, this will allow us to track what conditions are still outstanding from the clients. So ordered, received, date ordered, date received. We'll have one date if it's not received, for example here. And once it's received, all we have to do is click the checkbox. And if we want to attach a document with it, it's going to ask us. You just click yes or no. Here we're just going to put no for now. And would you want to send out confirmation to the client? Again, it will send an email directly to the client to let them know that you received that stipulations. So now if we want to track the documentation, if we did attach it, it'll all be listed here. Here's the tracking. Users, agent, processors, managers, attorneys, if we want to add their affiliate, if there's an affiliate. Also to track the payment, see if it's been paid, it will show here. Processing notes, anytime a processor, manager, admin, besides the sales agent or the telemarketer, anything that anyone else puts into as far as notes, it will log it in here to the processing notes, so you can send your affiliates, your clients, to let them know exactly what's been done. All we have to do is put new notes. Giving a good example right here. Let's put in some notes. I'm logged in as a manager right now. Again, if you're a manager or processor, any notes you put in, we'll put it into the designated processing notes area. So let's save it. Let me drag it, show it to you guys. So you can see it right here. It's time and date stamp. So we can print it out, email it, or e-fax it again directly to whomever requests for it. Lender information, affiliate, if they want to put notes in there. Also mod history. Some of our clients want to know if the clients tried to do a modification before. So we can put here if the client did try it. So client tried to modify and didn't qualify, let's say because of income. And now that the client has a new job, he makes more money. So then we just put this in here. Again, this is more for internal notes. So, you know, just in case you have different ways of approaching it. But now that he's making $2,000 more. Here, what we're looking at is the current income, the debts. It transfers everything here from the initial stage again. The current debt ratio, disposable, and current net worth. So here, if we want to get more detailed on the debt ratios, all we have to do is click the information box. But this is based on the 600,000 9% interest rate. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mod this mortgage. Okay, so if we want to change the loan amount anything else, anything that would affect the payment, it will change our disposable income automatically. So let's do this at 4%. It's at 331 right now. So let's try to create it at 2.5. You can see where the disposable income is at. So again, everything is in one screen for you to determine where the disposable or what situation the client will be in once you do the modification, certain interest rate, or if you want to add new income, it will automatically change the disposable income as well as the debt ratio. So again, it makes it a lot easier since everything is in one screen. So you don't have to go back and forth and basically take a lot of your time. So here, so you can see, watch now with $100 extra in debts, it changed the disposable again. Okay. Now let's look at the debt ratio, front end, back end, net debt ratio there. So let's say this is what we want to try to get done for the client. We can go to the mail center. Again, the mail center is your friend. This is where you're going to find all of the agreements or the application you need to send to a client. And now since we created a proposal for the client or we created a plan for the client, we now actually can send some proposals, the lender cost benefit, that if you want to attach it to submission with the lender, you can. So let me give you an example of what the lender cost analysis will look like. We always try to keep it simple, make it short but sweet, because let's face it, the lender has their own numbers to work with. But this, again, we're not asking for anything ridiculous from the lender to where we show reasonable numbers there. Budget analysis, we try to educate the client to let them know your savings here. What we're trying to do is basically this is your current disposable right now. Oh, and what we're going to try to do is put you down to this certain disposable. So let me show this to you. Proposed income and current debts. So what we're trying to do is trying to get them down to a monthly outflow of $55.71, show them its change, and also to let them know, since we do know their debts, by making additional payments, how much they will drop down the balance owed on their credit cards. So again, we try to put value into it to where your clients can see, wow, this is basically something that I want to do. Based on what you created on the modification plan, it will summarize it here so the lender, so that the borrower will be more clear of what you're trying to do. It will show them the current and proposed situation. And anything else you want to send out again, you can do it. So now let's pretend, or let's say we want to get a pre-qual from the managers before it's submitted to processing. Then what we do is we just click on pre-qual, we drag down the tab, and send it the iMessage directly to whomever is involved in the pre-qualification. So here we'll just say user, and automatically, if that was the manager, they will get an internal messaging on their pre-qual tab stating that this file needs to be pre-qual. And once they open the file, they'll see the same page, and they can just put in the notes to where ready to go to processing. Perfect, it's approved and forwarded to the sales agent or the affiliate. And now what we're going to do is submit it to processing. So let's move the status forward. This application now is going to be turned into processing. Let's verify the fees. Let's put in the bank information. And now we just click enter. Okay. Also, it's going to ask you to select a processor, so that processor will get this in their pipeline. And basically, that is the modification worksheet. As you can see how easy it is. Again, Casi Mod. We try to make it as easy as possible for you to benefit from it, talk to more clients, and let the software really work for you.